Hey guys, welcome back in the kitchen with me. Today we're going to be making a wet burrito casserole. All right, come on, let's get this process started. So first off, we're going to start. I got 2 pounds of ground beef cooked already. So I'm going to add my seasonings to the ground beef right now. So I'm going to start off with 1 medium onion that I cut up, some garlic powder, a little onion powder, some cumin, I'm going to use, this is my husband's favorite seasoning that he uses, so we always use, when we're making tacos, the Chi-Chi's seasoning. Going to put that in there. Going to give that a mix. And Chi-Chi's is really good. It just don't have the typical taco seasoning. It has a really good flavor to it. And so now that I got that all mixed up, I'm going to add a little bit of beef broth in there. And I'll put the measurements at the end of the recipe. And so this is my first time making the casserole. I've made the wet burritos, but I want to try this in a casserole. So we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so I'm going to turn that down and let that simmer. And then I'm going to start on my sauce. So for the sauce, we're going to start off with about 2 tablespoons of butter. Gonna get this melted. And you know the secret to a good burrito is the sauce. Gonna add some olive oil in there. And some flour. Go get this all mixed up until it turns brown. And this is just making, this is the roux to kind of give it that thickness. I'm gonna add a can of tomato soup. Some broth, beef broth. My seasonings and spices. And again, I'll put the amount at the end of the recipe. A couple spoons of tomato paste. Get this on, cook until it starts thickening up. So here I have 1 can of refried beans and about 2 tablespoons of butter. So we're gonna get this all mixed up, and then I'm gonna add a cup of chicken broth to this, to my refried beans. 1 cup. You guys can use whatever brand you want. If you need to use low sodium, use low sodium. It's just gonna make the refried beans really creamy. Kind of spruce them up a notch. Now a lot of times people don't like the refried beans because they're so thick, but you can add some broth and some butter in them. Okay guys, so now that I have everything done, I have my refried beans. They're ready. The ground beef has cooked down. And I have my sauce that I made. And this is some rice that I had already made, guys. And I used the Mexican rice by Knorr. It's the best Mexican rice ever. Gotta try this one. So we're gonna start layering our pan. So I'm gonna start with some flour tortillas. Gonna fit them in the bottom of the pan and kind of so it can go up to the side, the bottom layer. I want to make sure the bottom is covered. Okay, so now we're going to start with, get a spoon, some ground beef. Going to spread that out. There. Now I'm going to add some cheese that I already grated. So we're going to add some cheese. This is just cheddar, American cheese. And then I'm going to add some taco blend cheese. Next, we're going to pour some of our sauce on here. And we're going to repeat the process. Now we're going to put this in the oven and let it bake for about 30 minutes. Okay guys, so we're back. So the burrito casserole, it cooked for exactly the 30 minutes, and this is what it looked like after I took it out the oven. Looks good and smell good. And I'm about to dig in here and get me a piece out. But I just want to... I want all of that goodness right there. Y'all, it smells so good. So I'm going to top it with some of my toppings. And you could top it with whatever you like, but I got me some cilantro. I love cilantro. Some onions. I'm going to add me a scoop of sour cream up here. And I had a little bit of some of the sauce left. So this would be optional if you just want to add a little bit more of your sauce on there. And let's give it a try. Don't that look delicious? You can't go wrong with all of that goodness in there. Y'all, you ain't gonna believe me if I tell you, but you just gonna have to try it yourself. Because I tell you what, I have done it again. This is so good. Please give this recipe a try. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you. Bye.